Hello, everybody. I hope that you are doing fantastic and you have had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I couldn't get enough turkey. I couldn't get enough sugar. So I just hope that you're rested because tomorrow is Monday. Yes, Monday is what I said. But you know what? Life goes on. We all want to be with the turkey and with the TV and everything. But yeah, to get tomorrow is Monday. We got to start the world, but it is the season, isn't it? So hello, hello. Say hello if you are on and if you're watching me because we have a lot to cover. Usually, hello, hello, my dear. Usually I do wine and spirit shows on Sunday, but I feel like I really need to come on to explain a couple of things that have changed. And I feel like everybody has really supported me since I started on this journey. So, I just felt like I needed to come on and let you know what is happening because the same could be happening to you as well. And I want you to embrace your spiritual journey. Again, it's all in spirituality. So, what I did is I actually went to a spiritual retreat. And let me know if you have gone to a spiritual retreat. You can put it in the comment section, even after it is aired. Let me know what your spirit retreat did for you. And I said a spiritual retreat, not a religious retreat. Okay. So all spiritual. And so I went to one of these right before Thanksgiving. And yes, it really changed my life. And I knew that I was changing, and when you're changing when you are being called, because a lot of people go, well, how do you know it's not in your head? Well, and as a spiritual person, and a lot of my clients on here are spiritual light workers, and you know that you're being called whenever you tap into spirit and you hear something, okay? And you have to do it. It's almost like I love this picture because I love how the door is opening. It's like when we get a spiritual message or we get guidance on where we need to go on our spiritual journey, the door opens and it really opens more doors for you. But a lot of times it's a little scary because you kind of peek in and you go, okay, I don't know what's totally in there. I haven't been shown what's everybody going to think about me. What if I fail? What if I don't live up to expectations? What if I can't do this? That's when your ego gets in the way, my dear. Is when the ego gets in the way and you are not really following your soul, your heart. And so that's why I wanted to come on here because I could have, and I'm going to tell you what I heard in just a few minutes. I could have heard this message and slammed the door and said, no, you're talking to somebody else. It's not me. And so, again, if you have a spiritual calling and you feel like you're being called, you need to do it. If that is any type of light worker, if it's a spiritual medium, if it's a psychic medium, whatever your tool that you're being drawn to, you need to do it because our world is changing, our energy is changing. So let me tell you what I heard during this really deep meditation during the spiritual retreat. And again, it was so transformative. It just changed my life. So whenever I connected in, I heard your name is going to change. And it kind of gets you, it's like, what? My name is going to change. And when I say they, it's my spirit team. It's very spiritual, it's God's essence. Okay. And they said, yes, your name's going to change to Apostle Michelle. And I'm going, okay, I wasn't expecting this at all. Because when you hear this, I'm going, okay, well, I don't know how I feel. I'm still having a hard time really getting and embracing it, really understanding what this means. But I know that God is going to lead the way. I know my spirit team is going to lead the way for me. And so when I heard this, I thought, okay. And I also heard that I was not going to play the role or be called a psychic medium anymore. And I'm going, wait a minute, I worked really hard to become a psychic medium. What do you mean? I go on live and I do readings. And I go to holistic fairs and I love it. And I love meeting with people. but I heard that it's going to be much, much deeper. It's not, I'm going to be doing readings. So don't say, oh my gosh, she's not doing I am still doing readings. All right. But it's going to be the psychic readings and the mediumship readings. It's going to be combined. Okay. It's going to be one reading, and it's going to be very, very deep. And it's not only going to be, like fortune telling, okay, like I really love to do whenever there's a question. It's going to be giving you guidance, yes, and it will help you in the future. But you know what? The only person who can actually tell the future is yourself. You're the only one that can make this decision. If any, fortune teller, anybody that tells you, what might happen, it might happen, but you are the one that gets to go, okay, do I want this or do I not want it? Not meaning psychic and mediumship, nothing is wrong with that. Okay, guys, I want you to know there's nothing wrong with being a psychic medium. I still consider myself a psychic medium. It's just the calling for Apostle Michelle. Just changing the name basically. So I'm still doing psychic readings. It's going to be one reading. It's going to be very deep. And I'm going to be doing a lot more channeling and lot more energy work. And I was also told, okay, and I really hate to say this because again, I love going on live and doing readings. I was told that the readings are so sacred, so sacred. And I heard that not to do it online anymore, to do it in person or in Zoom, one to one, okay, but not online anymore. And again, there's nothing wrong with it if this is what you are doing, okay? So this is how I am being led. If you're doing readings online, it's okay. All right. I've been told there's nothing wrong with it, but the way that I'm being followed on my journey is to say, no, it's more sacred. Okay. It's more one to one. That's how I'm going to help more people. All right. I'm going to show you what else I was shown. And again, it was my decision. In other words, I could have said no to this, but I felt like I was being led. I felt the love. I felt the essence of God. And I thought, I almost said, hell yes, I'll do it for you. I don't know if that's what you would say to God, right? So as soon as I got home, I changed it on my Facebook and also on my YouTube, all my social medias. I changed my name. And you know what? It felt really good. That's how I know that I'm headed on the right direction. So, and I felt like, and I was actually told to write this in the exact same wording as what you see. Okay, healing through God's essence and spirituality. Not meaning that's what I was doing before, but it was just like God wants you to know that this is coming from the spiritual world. Anything that you feel, anything that you hear is good. Okay. And as long as your intention is in love and light. And so the spiritual world is so vast and everybody is so different how they connect in. Okay. So that's one reason why I changed it. And again, it felt really good. I thought, I'm going to see. And I still don't know what this is going to work out. I've just kind of been given the breadcrumbs. Okay. Now, also, I was told that God's essence. Now, when I tell you about Jesus, people are going to say, all right, you're talking religion, Michelle, when you bring up the word Jesus. No. Okay. I am not. So I was also told to talk about how Jesus would handle things, what he would teach us if he lived here, not church religion, okay? What his teachings were, because when you look at his life, it was love, he was forgiveness, it was, just he had the essence of God just coming through him. People wanted to be with him. Okay. So whenever I go on, and I'm going to show you my podcast in a few minutes, and I talk about certain things. When I say Jesus, I am not talking religion. Okay. I don't want you to think that, because if you think Jesus was a spiritual teacher, then you think Jesus was a spiritual teacher. So look at it from that point of view as well. I am not putting any, I'm not trying to convert anybody or anything else like that. That is your journey, whatever you need to be on. Okay. But how I'm approaching it is I'm going to be told what I need to write down channeling so that you get to know Jesus' teachings or what he would do or what God's essence would do. All right. So that it was almost like a mission that they gave me. All right. And I will tell you that I do not, okay, I grew up a Christian. But I do not know the Bible left and right. I've done Bible studies, but I don't really know the Bible backwards and forwards. I can't pull out, verses like some people, which are amazing that can do that. And that's what another reason why I was chosen is because I am following my faith. And again, the essence and the energy. And again, I'm still a psychic medium, but I'm also following as an apostle. Okay. All right. So let's move on. So I was again on my mission. I was told I would do another podcast. I'm going, well, I already have one podcast. Can I keep that? Because I was worried that I would have to quit my other podcast, which is Michelle's Inspiration Hour. And I was told, no, you get to keep that because it's actually in the line of the mission is to helping people. And we're talking about inspiration. That is a part of spirituality. That's what all of this is about. Okay. Is spirituality and how you find it. Now, this podcast is going to be, it's called Essence of Spirituality. Okay. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be channeling art. And some art are going to be, and I will tell you, depending on who's channeling through me, each art piece is going to be a little bit different. Okay. And it may be abstract. I might be told when I need to draw. So it's actually going to be channeled and I'm going to be following. And it's going to be once a week. Okay. Oh, well, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it so much. So I will be doing artwork, but I'm not going to be taking credit for it. I am I'm going to give credit for whoever is channeling through me. And then I will bring a message on this podcast. It will be aired on my Facebook and also on YouTube. Okay. And I will also have a story that Jesus may say about this topic. And then at the very end, I'm going to teach some inspirational things, almost things that I've been also channeled. Okay. Now, this is one painting that I did, my very first one that I did. And again, I didn't know what was going to come. This was more abstract. And Annie was the one that came through. All right. And then the message. Okay. If you look at it, you can kind of see this is all energy. And I was told this is a bridge. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and read the message that goes with it. The bridge between the spiritual world and other worlds is very thin. The spiritual world is close. To connect with the spiritual world, imagine a bridge between our worlds. It's all connection and frequency. The spiritual world, which means them, we are here for you in time of need. Sit in quiet, which a lot of us have a hard time sitting in quiet. Sit in quiet, connect, and listen. We will send you energy, love, and knowledge to help you on your spiritual journey. You are never alone. You are loved. Okay. And so this is coming from God's essence. And it's an uplifting message. And so you can kind of see that it's a bridge of frequency. And what I was imagining and what I was really getting through channeling is that blue is the earth, basically. Okay. And the energy is coming. So whenever you feel God's essence, it's going to feel like energy. Okay. And then that's what it feels like. If you have ever seen anyone, like sing to music and they're up and they're feeling the energy, okay, that's surrounding them. They're spiritually getting into it. Okay. But I found something that would really kind of went with this, and it is so interesting. I saw this, and I thought that went along with it. So the topic last week was loneliness, and that's why the channeling message that came across. But I saw this, and there's no coincidences, and I thought, oh, I got to share this tonight. So the podcast was on loneliness, and I found this on my Facebook. I was lonely until I glued a coffee cup onto my car. Now everybody waves at me. I absolutely love this because that's another way that you can get people to really pay attention to you. But yeah, be careful. So let's just say that. So I just wanted to come on a few minutes, and if you're seeing this recorded, at least you can able to understand why I changed my name, my Facebook name to Apostle Michelle, and also my YouTube and all my social media. It just I felt like there was a calling, and I feel like there's so many others out there that are being called as well to do something spiritual. You know, if you are called to be a psychic or a medium or, a shaman, or there's so many other light workers out there, or if you're just an empath, the world needs you. But I just wanted to come on and say that's why I'm not going to do any more online readings, okay? Because it's very, very sacred, and that's a mission that I feel like I'm on. So I hope that you tune in to when you see my podcast on Facebook or YouTube, or it's going to be on Apple as well, to reach as many people. But I leave you with many blessings, and I just hope that you find your journey to your spirituality path. And remember to say yes. Okay. Say yes to all the love and follow in your faith. And don't worry about others, what they think about you, because they'll see your energy change like you've gotten a new haircut. And I appreciate it, Sandy, so much. And I will probably come on live just to say hello to everybody, or give you another message, but no more readings. Okay. So I leave you with that and much love.